Welcome everyone to another Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck profile. Today we are showcasing Rebecca Hawkins and her character deck profile. Let's get straight into this, shall we? We'll start off with her ace monster, and that is Guardian Angel Joan. 2800 attack, 2000 defense. Really good effect too. When this card destroys a monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, you gain life points equal to the original attack of that destroyed monster. So if you're able to destroy a few monsters, this card will gain you a heap of life points. I run 2 copies of Luster Dragon 2. 2400 attack, 1400 defense. 6-star monster too, which is quite easy to get out into the field with this deck profile. This card she used in the anime, and it's a very good defensive card too to stall get some other good cards out, and that is Millennium Shield. No attack, but it's the defense that you'll be happy with 3000 defense. And Rebecca Hawkins still against Yugi. She used Shadow Girl, 1600 attack, 1300 defense. So what she did was she sent a lot of monsters to the graveyard, and it was just able to beat Dark Magician because it's got a good effect as reads. Increase the attack of this monster by 100 points for each monster in your graveyard. So it's a decent effect, and she's got a good amount of monsters in her deck to take advantage of this effect. Really rate this as a good monster in her deck. Luster Dragon, 1900 attack, 1600 defense, and very good in a character deck duel because it's able to beat over most things. Rerun 2 Witch of the Black Forest, 1100 attack, 1200 defense. Very good effect as well. I can see totally why this card was banned. When this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can add one monster with a defense of 1500 or less from your deck to your hand. So it's really good in terms of milling your deck and getting more resources to play. Run 2 copies of Sangan. Similar effect to Witch of the Black Forest. This card is sent from the field to the graveyard. You add one monster with 1500 or less attack from your deck to your hand. Very, very decent. Run 2 copies of Dark Lord Marie. Decent attack, decent defense. And once per turn during your standby phase, you gain 200 life points. So this deck has good variety in terms of boosting your life points. And I'm about to show you guys a card that will help her out in terms of burning your opponent's life points, and that is Fire Princess. 1300 attack, 1500 defense. Each time you gain life points, you inflict 500 to your opponent. So say for example you've got Guardian Angel Joan and one Dark Lord Marie on the field, you would inflict 1000 points onto your opponent, and that's really good. My favourite card in terms of artwork in this profile, and that is Injection Fairy Lily. 400 attack, 1500 defense. It's got an amazing effect though. If this card attacks or is attacked during damage calculation, you can pay 2000 life points once per battle, and this card gains 3000 attack during that damage calculation, so it is a surprise card. You do gift up a lot of life points, but you can get over so many cards in a character deck duel. Run 2 copies of Giant Soldier of Stone, just a pretty standard monster. 1300 attack, 2000 defense. Rerun 2 Cannon Soldiers in the deck, 1400 attack, 1300 defense. Decent effect as well. Tribute 1 monster and you inflict 500 damage to your opponent. 1 copy of Electric Snake, 800 attack, 900 defense. Skeleton Gel is another card I run in this profile to wrap up monsters too, by the way. 900 attack, 400 defense. It's a flip effect too, guys. You draw one card. Right, moving on to the spell cards of Rebecca Hawkins' deck profile. We start, of course, with Dragon's Gunfire. So we've got a few cards in this deck that you have to have a dragon type monster on the field, but this card, you can activate one of the effects. If you do, inflict 800 to your opponent and select one face up monster with an 800 or less defense and destroy it. So it's a useful card in certain situations. This is our draw power in our deck. We run one copy of Pot of Greed and we run one copy of Graceful Charity. Uses this card quite well in the anime, I felt. Ring of Magnetism. Radio, we run one copy of Scapegoat. So this is a good stall tactic for Rebecca Hawkins. Get 4 sheep tokens and it will buy yourself a little bit of time. Bring back a normal monster with Silent Doom. So we've got another card that requires you to have a dragon monster on the field. So you can select one spell or trap on the field and destroy it. And it's got the additional bonus of inflicting 500 points onto your opponent or the controller. One copy of the Shadowgrave. You play this card very wisely because you give your opponent a face down defensive option as well. But by playing this card, I suspect you'll be going into a bigger play in this profile. So I mentioned Scapegoat a little bit earlier, how you got 4 sheep tokens. You play this card alongside with it. So you can destroy the tokens on the field and increase your life points by 800 for each token that was destroyed by this card. So Rebecca Hawkins has a lot of cards that gain her a lot of life points. It's a very efficient deck. Tribute to the Doom, so discard one card and destroy a monster on the field. To wrap up the spell cards, guys, we have a Stop Defense. So fairly obvious. Switch a monster from defense to attack. And pretty much with this in mind, you're probably destroying the monster as well. Onto the trap cards now of this profile, guys. Rebecca Hawkins, I've given her 2 Roper Lives. So Roper Life is when your monster is sent to the graveyard by battle, you discard your entire hand to special summon that monster. It gains 800 attack. So say for example if Luster Dragon 2 or Guardian Angel Joan or even Luster Dragon is destroyed, I'll take the risk and discard your whole hand and give the additional 800 boost to the monster because it could be enough to defeat whatever is on the field. Run 2 copies of the classic Mirror Force. Rerun 1 copy of Dragon's Rage. So during a battle between an attacking dragon type monster you control and a defense monster whose defense is lower than the attack of the attacking monster, you can inflict the difference. So it's a very good card again, but again requires you to have one of your Luster Dragons out on the field. Rerun 1 copy of Gravity Bind. So level 4 or high monsters cannot attack. So say for example, if you need to stall with Millennium Shield, you play this in tandem with it so you can get some good cards into your hand and then proceed to win the duel. And wrapping off the deck profile, guys, I run 1 Imperial Order, and Imperial Order is actually a good card. As long as this card remains face up on the field, negate the effects of all magic cards. This shows you how old this card is too, because obviously they're called spell cards. Now you pay 700 life points during each of your standby phases. If you cannot, this card is destroyed. So pretty much a fantastic card against most opposition because they play a lot of spells. But anyhow, guys, that wraps up the Rebecca Hawkins profile. Hope you guys enjoyed that as well. It's been a while since we put one up. Of course, we have to put our favourite card out onto the field just to showcase what I felt was my favourite in that profile. Actually like this card in terms of its artwork and its effect too, and that is Injection Fairy Lady. So hopefully guys give it a like, comment, subscribe, share it around with your friends. But for now, we will see you some other time.